Hey, what's up everybody, and we're back with another one of these COD challenge videos. This time we're going for round 20 on every Black Ops Zombies map. Now, like I said before, I know I started out kind of low with the first video with World at War starting at round 15, but I will tell you that progressively it gets, I guess you can say it gets easier with every game, so, you know, I slightly increase it for everything. And as you can see, we're on first map, Kino der Toten. I mean, I don't really need to explain the map. Everyone fucking knows this map at this point. And also, everybody who is anybody knows that when you play this fucking map, you have to go over to the MP5 and, or not the MP5, the MP40. The MP40 is always the, you know, go-to for this map, especially the one on the staircase. And there you saw I picked up Jug, and then by the time I was able to get everything together, it was at round 8, and you know, wasn't having good mystery box luck until I got to the AUG. And I will say that maybe it's just because I've played this game so much, and this map specifically, that it just seemed so much easier from like a just playing the game stance, because like I said, I don't really like go into this with any strategy besides like prior knowledge and maybe a Google search here and there if I forget how to build something, or you'll see that when it comes to like Black Ops 2 and all that. But as you can see, farmed up some points from there, and I was able to get the rest of my perks. Not really a lot of perks on this map, only ones you can see, and then Mule Kick. But you know, I'd rather sacrifice a third gun that I'd lose. And there you go. As you can see, I also got the fucking Thunder Gun out of the box, and you already know how, you know, life-saving this thing is. So eventually I was able to use the MP40. Now I will admit the MP40 is a good gun to use on this map in the early rounds, but even like with, you know, pack-a-punching it and everything, you lose the ammo for it pretty quickly. And you know, you can counteract this by going to, you know, the side. But then also, speaking of side, I tried to get out here, but as you can see, as I killed the one guy, I couldn't get by, so I got my first down at round 15. And nothing really happens. It was just a lot of rinse and repeat for the most part. It was really just farm up some points, link the teleporters, and then once the round starts to get going a little bit more, just teleport and then just train them up. And as you can see, I got the Zeus cannon and then the monkeys out of the box. I don't think there was a lot of difficulty with this one. Like I said, because I've played it so often, and I'm pretty sure everybody else who somewhat has a, I guess you could say, extensive history with playing COD Zombies knows that, you know, playing this. Oh yeah, this is crazy right here. Look, Ray Gun and Thunder Gun. I have no idea how often this happens, but this is probably the only time I've ever had this happen to me on this map. Maybe I had one when I was younger, but as you can see, I was absolutely OP. We went from round 19 to round 22 because it was basically just me doing this, just spamming the ray gun, spamming the thunder gun. And remember, we were supposed to get to round 20, and as you can see, it's round 24. And yeah, that down was super dumb too. This is my third down. It wasn't so far after, because once I got down, I immediately had to run. But, you know, I did survive past 25, and I was able to get Juggernaut and Speed Cola, and we got to round 26. And the splash damage mixed with getting hit from behind, that's what caused me to lose this one. So let's move over to the other map. So then now we're on 5. Now, I am on the controversial opinion that I think that 5 is a super fun map. I don't know why, but the atmosphere of this map is just so much chaotic energy, just because it's, you know, it's not like the normal 4-character storyline. By the way, I have no I can't remember shit about shit. So when I refer to things, just know that I have a minimal zombies knowledge, but I don't want to say minimal, but I have somewhat of a skilled amateur, I guess you could say, because I've played zombies for so many years. I know a lot about the history and all of the stuff like that. But getting back on topic, I was able to get the Dragunov out of the mystery box for the Pentagon Thief. Now, this is one of the controversial ones too, where people don't like 5 because of how you know, the Pentagon Thief just takes all of your shit. But I feel like for the reward that he gives for you, you know, like, if you're able to, you know, beat him, you get a max ammo and a fire sale. And as you can see, that kind of helped me here as I got the Spaz 12. And shotguns are going to be very helpful in this type of environment. Not right there, though, because I was waiting for the elevator and I didn't realize everyone was starting to pile up. But like I was saying, the shotguns are surprisingly OP on Black Ops 1. And this is a little bit of a cheat tactic that I found out myself when I was a kid. And also, I turned down the volume a little bit more because I activated the hidden song, and it's Eminem and Pink, so I don't think you're going to be able to say that on... I don't think you're going to be able to play that on YouTube. But as you can see, I got a monkey bomb again, and I basically just wasted all of my monkey bombs here because I needed a gun immediately. And once I was able to, I got the RPD, or the RPK, and I just started going ham. And then, boom, there you go, the Winter's Howl. And, you know, the Winter's Howl is a cool, like, you know, little wonder weapon. There you can see I almost lost it there from the Pentagon Thief. But against him as well, it's also very beneficial because, look, as you can see, you're going to get the max ammo anyway, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. And this is when I went up to go get my perks again, and just wanted to throw the little funnies in there. And then this is what happened. This was stupid. I didn't see any zombies come down the right side, and I still froze them and everything, but I still went down. And keep in mind, this was a really dumb thing for me to do right here, but I just sort of went all the way through. And then this is the big strategy that I just kept doing throughout, opening the two sides of the map and then just sort of, well, the tunnel, well, not really the tunneling, but the training in these stairs are a lot more beneficial for you, but I will say it's not made for you to be training because there are a lot of parts where they can come out of and you have to maneuver yourself out pretty quickly. But there you see, I went from like round 20 to round 25 just because it was a lot of, and that's a lot of the things too, is like getting to the rounds and stuff like that. I just do the same thing. This time I was just fucking around because I was like, I'm already at round 25. I've literally got everything that I need. So I just kind of wanted to see how long I can survive, but then I realized, like, I'm definitely not going to survive this one. So I just, you know, took the L and got to round 25, but yeah, that was 5, so let's get on to the other map.
We are now at DEFCON 1.
So this is Ascension. Ascension is probably the least amount of knowledge I have with a zombies map, but, or on Black Ops 1, I mean, and, I will say that Ascension is a very, it's a very easy map, but at the same time, it's a lot more of a hassle, especially with, well, the lunar landers aren't bad, but as you can see, it goes red, and then you have to kill these little monkeys that are just coming out of the everywhere to steal your perks. And you know, everybody who played Ascension, they know what it means. Also, there, like. I was super mad at that one, and this was probably where I felt the most screwed, because I had no ammo left and all I had was an M1911. Got back to get my second revive and then used the insta-kill to my advantage. I have no idea why I still have an M1911. I don't really remember much about this run. Like I said, like, I don't know why I'm using an M1911 on round 8. I must have been really out of ammo. And then there you see, I guess my luck came to prevail because I got ray gun first thing out of the box, and then after that the FAL. Now I think that the Black Ops 1 FAL is a lot more effective than the Black Ops 2 one, just because it's a lot more. I feel like you can spam the trigger a lot more with the first gun. See, as you can see, like I just start with the semi-automatic, and then this is when I got pissed because. I tried to get by and I just couldn't, and you know, I was already at around 11 and I was on my last revive, so you know, I was already thinking about quitting this run and just restarting, but you know, but there you go, that was the kicker right there. I had 3 downs in 1 and I didn't even get to round 15 yet, and my first thought was I immediately have to go to Pack-a-Punch, so I went over there, got Pack-a-Punch, and like I said, I would suggest just doing all of this. I didn't even pick up that, or I did pick up the FAL, but like I guess it didn't register, or maybe I switched weapons too fast. But the burst to weapon, the burst fire on the FAL is also very effective for getting points and taking out trains as well. And yeah, always have to get the PhD flopper. PhD flopper is probably the most beneficial on this map and on Shangri-La, which you'll see in a second. But there you see right here, I almost died. I don't know how I didn't, but you can just see these amazing juke skills. Honestly, it's a lot of these runs that I do, like when I'm trying to avoid, is just out of survival instinct, just really thinking. But a lot of the times you're just going to be training, or you're just going to be, where the PhD flopper room is, that's especially, yeah, right here, where, it has this big open space, but also, you have the stairs that you can just, PhD flopper down if you need to, and the monkeys, are going to be annoying, but you can't really avoid that. You just kind of have to deal with it. Stamina up as well. I know people aren't really a fan of stamina up, but I know you have to really, I guess stamina up's more of the professional players' favorite perk other than the casual players. But as you can see, I just kept doing the same thing. I just kept running in a circle and then leading them back. And this was when I got the Pack-a-Punch ray gun. This was a pretty close call here too. I had no idea where to go, and I was pretty much stuck. I just kept jumping around and trying to look for a way out. As you can see, I was not very successful with that attempt. I almost got out right there, but it was basically over from there. And my rule is that I can't redo my rounds once I hit round 20. Like, once I hit round 20, I immediately switch. So as you can see, we switch over to Call of the Dead, and Call of the Dead is one of those maps that I played a lot casually. I didn't really look into the map and really, use all of the things that are on it, or any kind of strategy to, help me keep getting towards the higher rounds. But I kind of just learned as I kept going. I just kept learning more about the map as I kept playing it, because I think this was probably the hardest. This probably took me a good 10 or 15 attempts to do. And as you can see, it's like I like to farm up my points in the spawn area, because I don't know, I just think it's a lot more effective. Turn on the power round 5. Like I said, I don't really know much about this map. The MP40 I found, as you can see, I bought it pretty quick. That was because of my last run. I found out how effective the MP40 was on this map, so I just kept utilizing it. I was trying to farm up as much points as I could and then get Jug and then keep moving. But then you have all of these zombies who just kept, filing in. Luckily, I did have an escape route if I needed to, and I didn't have to worry about getting hit from that angle. And then right here, I also got the insta-kill, so that was a lot more effective. I don't really have a strategy for this map. I just sort of winged it, and I also didn't have a lot of luck with the box as well. A lot of this run was just farming up points and then hoping you got some good guns out of the box. I was rocking with the MP40 for a little bit just because I wanted to have a reliable wall weapon. Make sure I get flopper as well, because flopper is going to be pretty helpful for the higher round attempts, especially as it gets farther and farther. Back up to the mystery box. I got the HK. I swear my luck gets better with the mystery box as this game goes along. But as you can see, this is kind of where you have to farm, in my opinion, like farm the points and get everybody in a train. Just because it has a little bit more surface area, but at the same time, it's not really, also, did anybody else see that I could trade my weapon even before, I got it? But as you can see, hit the zip line over there, and this was at round 15. Like I said, I just kept utilizing the same strategy, and I found out that, yeah, do not open the lighthouse door there, because then it will be even harder for you to get around. And once again, got the MP40 Pack-a-Punched. Just needed a upgraded weapon that I can also buy ammo for, so I tried to make sure. I pissed off George a lot in this run, just because he kept getting in the way and I didn't really know how. And there you see, this is where I kept utilizing flopper. I just kept waiting for everybody to, get in the right position, and then, this was sort of the strategy, just staying in this general area, but, a lot of the times I did have to sort of retreat or, make sure I wasn't in vicinity. And right here, this is where I got the VR11, the human gun, I guess you can say. I didn't really know like how helpful it was until I saw that I also got a ray gun, so I was like, okay, now I know I'm gonna get to round 20. Round 18, I don't know why I'm still in the spawn area. I think I was trying to get towards I think I was trying to get towards the lighthouse, but I took the wrong exit. And then, oh yeah, that's right, I was trying to get Speed Cola as well. Because the perk layouts on this map are also very weird. Like, you don't really know where they're supposed to go. Also, the VR11, not very helpful, especially for training. I would have liked, more preferred the, Hyena Infrared or the, Scavenger, if everyone is a little bit less familiar. And, there you go, we got to round 20, and this is, like I said, this was probably the hardest attempt. This probably, like I said, took good 10 or 15 attempts to do, but now that I knew I was at round 20, I can just sort of lay back and just play casually. But then I realized you cannot play casually on this map. No, you are constantly running for your life on this map, and I really just relied on pure luck, because as you can see, I got a lot of death machines in the early higher rounds, I guess you can say. I don't know what happened here. I just tried to move out of the way, and then I just got attacked for no reason. I don't know why my health didn't regenerate a lot quicker as well. And then this was... I don't understand how that didn't work either, because I shot him right in front of me, but he still killed me. So let's move over to Shangri-La. Shangri-La was not that hard for me. It was just not really familiar with it. Shangri-La is, like... I don't know, there's a lot of parts to Shangri-La that's made for co-op, so I feel like playing this solo, it makes it a lot harder. Like I said, the punji sticks and everything, and just like Call of the Dead, it took me probably a good 10 or 15 tries to actually get this one done. Just because I didn't really know the map that well. I mean, I knew how the map is laid out, but really getting to where I needed to go, I found it a little bit hard. As you can see, like, traveling this map, it's very close quarters, it's very, you know, held in, and, this one right here, too, I absolutely hate this thing, because, you know, maybe I could do some Googling and find out how to do it, and there you see, I also got suicided by a napalm zombie, so already I was pissed off. That was at my third revive, and I was only at round 11. But I did get the baby gun, and this is probably my favorite wonder weapon in Black Ops 1. It's so fun to use. I was worried because they still hurt you, but literally the damage does nothing. I found that very, very funny. Also, Pack-a-Punched it. The Commando, also, always have to get the Commando. I don't know why, but it's a requirement. Every single Black Ops 1 game that I play and I get the Commando, I have to use it. And there you see, this is why I love the baby gun. It just makes your enemies just not threatening at all. And you can just run through them, and it's just, you know, it makes everything so much easier. You can just spam it. And then here you go, also got the ray gun. Also got the ray gun with the baby gun. So I was already super excited. Or the fractalizer, if you want to be technical. But, come on, everybody calls it the baby gun. Who the fuck calls it the whatever the hell numbers it was? And then this was kind of my bad luck. I just sort of got pushed out by the current, because if anyone knows how to open the Pack-a-Punch, you have to find these pressure plates and then hold down on them. And then you only have about, I think it's like 35 seconds or so. This was stupid of me. I just tried flopping just because. I wasn't on any incline. But that caused me to die. So moving on to Moon. And this one, Moon is a little bit easier for me, just because you've probably heard this on the internet one or two times, that Moon is possibly the most controversial zombies map. I can't not agree with them, because I have a lot of fond memories with Moon, and I can remember how the map is laid out just by, you know, the back of my hand. But you know, there are people who genuinely don't like this map, and I don't know why. I mean, yes, it is a little bit annoying to have to keep going back and forth to get Juggernaut and Speed Cola, or, you know, the astronauts might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I feel like, you know, this map has a lot more to be explored. And, I mean, it has a lot of open space as well. As you can see, this is where, well, I'll go back to it eventually, but, Pack-a-Punching was a lot easier, too, for me, because, I was training right next to the area for Pack-a-Punch, so, it was a lot more accessible for me. And then also, I was able to get Speed Cola while I was here getting the Pack-a-Punch Galil, and, I will admit that, people give this map a little too much credit, because, really, if you don't know how to navigate this map, it's going to be really hard for you. And the Easter egg steps, you know, are worth it as one of the best Easter eggs and probably the best Easter egg in COD Zombies, maybe? I don't know, but this was basically where I was at the entire game. As you can see, I went from 14 to 17. I just cut a lot of it out because it was a lot of just doing the same thing. But also, you know, the rounds actually pause when you go to Area 51. I didn't notice that until I started editing the footage. And currently I'm working on my Black Ops 2 video, so you'll see what I mean, because you can kind of get a inference about what the round cap's gonna be for Black Ops 2 at the end of this video. But then I got a lot of close range weapons. I know it was kind of weird to just have a shotgun and a pistol, but from my history with using the Python in Black Ops 1, especially on this run, because I got it a lot of times out of the box, it is your best friend leading up to like round 20. And there you see, even then the Cobra, as it's called, you know, it's still a two-shot, and you know, you have a good amount of ammo, especially with the shotgun ammo as well, as you can see. Then eventually I just started pack-a-punching whatever random weapon I had because I kept running out of ammo. And then I bought the AK-74 that was right on the wall there, and then I was able to get the pack-a-punch for it. And then I was about to buy ammo there, but then you see I got the max ammo. This was probably not the easiest, because that was definitely Kino or 5. But for the DLC maps, this was definitely the easiest. Just for familiarity's sake, and just because of how, I don't know, just how wacky Moon is. I mean, let's be honest, it's wacky as hell. There I almost died there. And then, my luck, I immediately run into that room, and I get headbutted by the astronaut, lose my quick revive, and I realize I have no longer have quick revive, so I'm already at my round cap. So this is when I just started, you know, fucking around and seeing what I could do. And that time I tried to take a turn, but there you go, round 20 in every Black Ops Zombies.